my feet haven't moved. They're kind of planted where they are. I just realized because I guess the bottom of my feet are sweaty.
And find some creepy pictures that were most likely left behind by the woman's deceased son.
Hey, don't stop believing. Snoopaloo here, and we got yet another Nuke's Top 5. Okay, so I'm wondering, I noticed there's it's Ghost Videos. Oh god, I already forgot the title. Something about Karens. What I'm wondering, now, is he using Karen in the title just for, meme sake? For the sake of being random and funny and relevant, or are there going to be is there going to be an actual Karen or two in this top 5 list? I'm curious. And if so, is the girl in the thumbnail upset that she's in the thumbnail? No, I'm just overthinking it and looking for something to say before watching the video, but regardless, super excited. Let's get freaked out. It's late. And what's new? We're trying it without the headphones today. The volume is at a reasonable level. I can hear everything. What am I looking at? We're gonna see how it sounds after. If there's no difference... Oh, what? Is that a reflection of some kind, though? Nope. Then this is how we'll do it from now on.
While Alicia switches back and forth from a reflection to herself.
While I go back and forth between talking about the technicalities of my reaction and the actual video I'm reacting to.
Alicia has no idea who or what the mysterious figure could have been.
You know what? We're starting off with a bang.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Checking out my audio, but I'm also checking out my surroundings.
Bailey claims that the theater is extremely haunted, with strange sightings and unexplained voices occurring on a daily basis. Now, for security reasons, Bailey decided not to share the name of the theater on TikTok. But after some digging, I was able to find the name and the location of the theater.
So you might pick up the audio from the TV a little bit on the mic, but as long as it's synced up, I don't think you should be able to tell.
People believe the theater's founder, who passed away 60 years ago, haunts the Playhouse to this day, still looking after his theater. One night, when Bailey is alone in the Playhouse,
100% into this now.
He captures something horrifying.
Alright guys, so I work at this
for real?
old
I wonder
theater
if you did,
and
though.
Been hearing a noise.
If you say for real or literally.
Okay. But I keep hearing a noise in here and there's not supposed to be anybody here, so just double checking, but I wanted to film it just in case. There's the ghost light. It's a light we keep on for
ghost light.
Ghosts. For people who still remain here.
Of course he says it. And
what the What is that? Hold on, let me get a better look.
It's hard to make out.
The creepy figure of a man wearing a suit can be seen in the theater's old private balcony.
That's
Bailey
too
says
clear.
he's the only one who has access to the area where the apparition can be seen, so no one could have been up there.
Oh man, the face becomes like... the features become more apparent towards the end.
In this next video, TikTok user Saleya Ileana is hanging out in the attic with her friend.
The coloring seems right for what, like...
Stop! No, I'm not even b***ing you. No, oh my god!
for what I think it should look like. Okay.
What if it's a raccoon? Why isn't she answering? She's in there. I'm gonna be so mad. She's not in there. I can't. It's fine. I'm so scared.
I remember one time I was with some cousins.
She was just messing with us for a long amount of time.
There was a loud
Scared the
noise.
shit out of me. Let's throw something at
They
her.
screamed like
What?
that.
What? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's so
I buy this. I believe this.
Why was it knocking? It was completely closed. Like I shut it. Like
This
I it closes
this
with
seems
the
real.
lock. Slay.
What's happening in their reaction?
Soleil is trying to call her mom on her phone while simultaneously
Damn.
screaming out for her as a door in the attic seems to open on its own.
Damn. In my situation, it was the wind. Blowing the screen door closed. Closed? Closed.
Then, 4 days later, she's in the attic again. This time, all alone.
Damn.
So I told
What?
my mama about the demon that went booga booga, and then I got really scared. So
of
she told me
course
I'm not allowed to go to the
it's gonna
attic because
happen.
she's scared. She got freaked out. And
Talking
so I went to go
about
take a
it.
shower. I got out of the shower. She's sleeping. So now it's time to go to the attic.
Okay, never mind. This is after. We got an ad.
Oh my god.
Right at the moment that happened. The lights went out too.
So it turns out there's a fucking raccoon in my attic. My mom got it out.
So, the terrifying demonic creature from hell, after all, was a raccoon.
Oh my.
Soleia's TikTok viewers have mixed reactions to this comical explanation. Because sure, a raccoon can tip over a box, but can a raccoon swing
Still,
open an
yeah.
attic door the way
Still
it did
know
in
about
our
that.
first video? Many viewers believe that it still could have been something paranormal. But what do you think? Can a
That time
raccoon
anyway.
do this?
Man, my heart
A
is.
dangerous obsession. Russian YouTuber Dennis from the YouTube channel Dark Ghost received a strange message from a woman who had seen several of his videos. She explains that her son was very much into the paranormal. He had a large collection of ghostly pictures and paintings and was obsessed with trying to understand the afterlife. After his grandmother passed away, he saw the perfect opportunity to establish contact with her at her home.
Oh no. Like the Exorcist girl using the Ouija board.
For a few days. A week later, his mother got an alarming phone call from her son.
Oh no.
In great distress, he explained that objects in the house were moving on their own, and he could hear the angry, threatening voices of both of his deceased grandparents. Before his mother had time to make sense of his call, the line went dead. Soon after, her son's lifeless body was found on the street outside his grandmother's home. He had
What?
passed away from a heart attack. The woman is now absolutely devastated and is trying to find an explanation for her son's untimely passing.
Really?
Dennis travels to the grandmother's home to investigate.
That's a harsh backstory to this video. Jeez.
While he's away, the cameras capture something very disturbing.
Okay, the fact that that's crumbling apart too. Camera's moving. Everything, oh man. Creepy.
A strange shadow figure crosses the room, and soon after, the whole house begins to shake
Shadow looks
violently.
pretty good.
Even more compelling, if you look closely, this is not simply a camera trick. Objects throughout the entire room can actually be seen vibrating. When Dennis returns to start his nighttime investigation, he has no idea what his cameras have captured. As he's about to turn his cameras back on to record, this happens.
What? Let's see.
Сейчас включу эту. Вот,
Looking
за этой стенкой.
and listening.
Либо комод.
This place looks haunted.
Либо шкаф. Все грохочет, я не понимаю, либо комод.
Of course, now that he brings it up,
Опа.
there aren't any Karens in this video, are there?
Походу здесь. Сейчас камеру не буду устанавливать. Сейчас просто попробую на вспышку.
After Dennis hears a loud bang and watches as the cabinet door moves on its own, he decides to take his investigation a step further.
My feet haven't moved. They're kind of planted where they are. I just realized because I guess the bottom of my feet are sweaty.
And finds some creepy pictures that were most likely
Is that
left
normal?
behind by the woman's deceased son. The son is said to have collected strange and allegedly paranormal photos from the internet. As Dennis is looking through the photos,
He seems pretty gullible, that kid, because a lot of those photos are clearly...
Это просто жесть.
But whoever's residing there doesn't seem to like him. Maybe.
Там реально еще шаги были.
a loud bang startles Dennis, and now frozen with fear, he stares into the darkness at what sounds like heavy footsteps seeming to come closer and closer. Now very creeped out, he decides to simply put the photos back into the drawer and end his investigation.
Man, that kid who had problems.
And his grandparents? Or is it something more dark and
He
sinister?
probably attracted something more dark and sinister. I don't think those were actually his grandparents. Once again, it's possible they were mimicking his grandparents.
Dark ghost.
Or when he heard his grandparents being angry with him, it actually were, and they were angry because he had attracted something else. I don't know.
Mason Kratz of Redcliffe,
Possibilities.
Australia
If it's
recently renovated an old
Might be.
1930s warehouse that had been sitting empty for over
I think
25
there's a good
years.
chance it is.
Mason converted the old warehouse into
Well
an
done,
art studio
if it
slash
wasn't.
bar called Arts and Drafts. Basically, customers can paint a picture and have a cold one at the same time.
Very
Mason
cool.
says that since he began renovations on the 1930s warehouse, he has seen and heard many odd things around the old building. But being a skeptic, he has always just dismissed the strange occurrences. That is until late one night around 2 a.m. The Arts and Drafts studio is closed for the night. Mason is working late, all alone in the building, when he experiences something downright terrifying.
So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the
Experiences.
studio.
That could mean
In the last
anything.
couple of nights, I've been hearing really creepy sounds.
Something he hears, sees.
I've been hearing footsteps and
Oh boy.
and like seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Now this is a really big
I
old
get that
building,
where I
and so that's
work.
got me a little bit freaked out. But the top of it was just a
Once in
few
a while.
minutes ago. I was going to the bathroom
in that building.
and I was standing in the stall, and I swear someone grabbed the back of my shoulder while I was standing there, and I freaked out. So if something happens, I want to have it on video.
Stealing his nerves, Mason heads back upstairs to check out the area where he had his
job,
chilling
man.
encounter, filming as he goes.
So this is where I was. I was standing right there. The lights are in the bathrooms, of course.
Why do I have a bad feeling?
Hello?
Damn, this is pretty high up on the list. This is gonna be good, isn't it? I'm tearing up here.
Hello? Alright, I think I'm done. I think I've had about enough for today.
Did you see it? Mason doesn't notice, but right before he ends
Okay,
the
is
video,
that what
a
I think?
face with glowing eyes can be seen at the end of the hallway.
That was a
And it
face.
seems to be staring directly at him.
I thought for a second. It was part of the window? But it's not.
No one or nothing could have been standing up there.
And you can see how far it is.
Okay, so that's not how the window looks.
I think it was looking around this edge.
Oh, I knew we'd see something freaky.
There's nothing to stand on.
Mason Kratz has never caught anything paranormal on camera and is not even a believer in the supernatural. Decorations and toys that were placed at the graves of their loved ones started to go missing. One of the families decided to set up a hidden trail camera in a tree to capture pictures of whoever was stealing the grave decorations. Instead, they caught something truly bizarre.
Realistic. Okay. Good backstory to this once again.
Unexplainable images of a small girl wandering around the cemetery in the middle of the night. Worried that the girl might be lost, they showed the pictures to the cemetery
Could that
staff.
be an actual girl?
The workers were shocked to their core. They said they knew who the small girl was and then led the family to the nearby grave of little Fabiola Gonzalez. The next day, they showed the pictures to the young girl's mother, Sandra Gonzalez. The grieving mother burst into tears.
Is that really?
Sandra says that she immediately recognized her deceased young daughter,
Is there
Fabiola.
another explanation?
She said that she had no doubt that it was her daughter. Even in the
Really?
grainy photo, she said she could still instantly recognize her little girl,
Is there a little girl who lives nearby?
and even her shoes. Sandra Gonzalez shared the photos on her Facebook page to raise awareness about her daughter's tragic
so-
passing. And I highly recommend that you read more about Fabiola's very sad story over on Sandra Gonzalez's Facebook page, Obey Sandrizi.
Oh man.
The Hospital of
That was a
Shadows.
short but wow,
Over on the popular
really good
Mexican YouTube Urbex channel Terror al Extremo, Luis Manuel
Jeez
Mote and his
Louise.
crew explored the abandoned Gonzalo Castaneda Hospital in Mexico City, Mexico. The hospital has been abandoned for 9 years after it was announced that the whole building,
Another hospital, and it's #1.
the property, has been left in a state of decay. Curious explorers who dare to enter the building say that they have heard strange and unexplained sounds, and some claim to have seen the terrifying apparition of a young girl
This time
wandering
it's
the halls.
terrifying. Terrifying little girl. Not a friendly little girl. Not a friendly little
It
ghost.
seems like they might not be alone.
Just taking toys. Or, not toys. What were they leaving? Thought I heard toy car, but my memory could be wrong. Okay, loud bang.
¿Sí estás viendo eso, John?
Sí, aquí se alcanza a ver bien la mano. Como una especie de dedos.
As
What?
the Terror al Extremo team climbs a dangerous staircase, a heavy door falls over on its own. Even creepier, the door appears to be covered in bizarre small handprints. It's almost as if someone or something tried to shove the door over onto the team as they were walking there only moments earlier. Throughout their investigation, they keep hearing strange, unexplained sounds, but they are unable to identify the source. Then they hear something again and go to check it out. And they see something.
YouTube staff.
Ah, ¿sí lo viste?
I heard that.
Inventes, güey.
¿Qué pasó?
Era algo así como... Traspasó el muro, güey.
Oh, and they saw something?
Lewis and his team claim that they see some dark shape actually walk right through a brick wall, but they're too late to capture it on camera. However, at the exact moment they see the figure, a strange moan can be heard very close to the camera.
I hear it. It was like a moan.
Ah, ¿sí lo viste?
They scared a ghost and it ran away.
But they don't seem to be able to capture very much on camera. At least, that's what they thought. When they upload the video to YouTube, viewers of the Terror Alex Streamo channel spot some very creepy moments that the ghost hunters missed. In this scene, Lewis and cameraman Yanni are discussing the garbage and litter strewn around the room. But then, this happens.
Oh, man.
Como que de atrás.
There was a person across the street walking by.
Como que este lado.
Oh, and a shadow behind him.
No sé, ¿no? Como casa, refugio de...
I saw that. Oh, it walked in the other direction.
Did you see it? As
Twice.
the camera pans towards Lewis, a bizarre shadow figure can be seen walking by the doorway right behind him.
That's a real looking shadow too. This building, this hospital is definitely haunted.
But twice.
And their evidence is legit.
But it gets even creepier.
Calling
When
it
they
now.
reach the rooftop of the abandoned hospital, they find what appears to be a broken down small storage area. Heavy pieces of air conditioning equipment block the entrance,
dangerous.
making it impossible for them to go inside.
Don't go inside.
So instead, they quickly film the inside of the storage space before leaving
I would
to go
try
back
to, though.
downstairs. What their camera captures is downright chilling.
Oh man. Is there?
Está muy chiquito el lugar, ¿no? Sí, está. Bueno, como podemos ver ahí.
Chilling, he says.
Son como nada más. Como turbinas, ¿no, güey? Así de los que. Ajá. Bueno, pues aquí no hay nada.
The fact that you smell something burning, that's not good, and there's a shadow person standing there.
Pero bueno, no te vayas a caer, mi John. No, no, no. Vámonos. Échale para abajo.
That's probably why the entrance
A
is blocked
shadowy,
off.
mysterious figure seems to be staring at
did you
them
think
from
of
the
that?
darkness, but they don't see it
Oh man. No Karens in this video.
and head back downstairs. But what do you think this could be?
That was the best one. I agree with your number one pick.
Is it all just an elaborate hoax?
No.
As always, you decide.
An ad is coming. Oh man, that was so good. All of them. Oh man, the one with the little girl. Okay, I know, like, I want to believe that one. I want to believe X-Files, you know? It's because it's a nice ghost story for once, but I need to know more. Like, is that cemetery around houses? Is there even a possibility that there's like a girl sneaking out and wandering around? Because that was just too real. I need to. Was there more footage? I kind of saw some pictures she posted on Facebook that were like maybe misty or transparent. I need to see an image of that little girl where she's like a little transparent or something, or not clear or fuzzy, or like a solid color. I don't know, just more ghostly. Like that just looked too real. That was really good if that was real. And yeah, man. Hope she's doing all right. Oh man. Some of those, a lot of them, edge of my seat. Others, just a major whoa factor. And once again, these are videos I have not seen in other lists, so bravo. I agree with the number one choice. That's probably my favorite one. It's always the same kind of places that are haunted. Hospitals, you know, I've said that a couple times before. And that one house with the grandparents and the kid with the weird photos. Like, why do haunted houses look like that? I'm familiar with, maybe it's just my own personal experience, maybe my own personal bias, but it's like it's like, have you been in a haunted house before and it looked like that? I don't know, maybe. Is that what you're saying? I've got stories, man. I'm not cray. But yeah, for real. Not just with me though, but like in videos too. A lot of the time that's what the house looks like. Well, yeah, old, decrepit, falling apart. But even that color scheme, I don't know, maybe I am talking nonsense, but if you got a kick out of me reacting to this and talking nonsense, thank you. Remember to hit that like button and sub if you haven't. Really appreciate it. You'll get notified, you know, and more videos like this will show up in your recommended, you know, if you like them that much. Hope you do. They'll get better. That's what I aim to please. I can never get that sentence straight out. There's always a bunch of stuff in the middle. If you got a kick out of this content, blah, 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 you'll probably also get a kick out of my squeaky bed. And that right there. I'm Snoopaloo. Mike's been disconnecting a lot lately. We're good though.